Okay, so basically I'm just going to have a few words now on the differences between Mongo and Postgres. So I'm going to go on a few that I've seen and then kind of my own kind of personal thing, what I preferred. So basically Mongo has no schema, so schema list. So for me, it's a lot more flexible, I think, because documents they're easier to scale outwards. So you don't need to. So the problem with Postgres, the reason I didn't like it, but I say it depends what you're using it for, because has a very rigid schema, so it's hard to make updates or changes uh to to something that has a lot of connections to different tables, whereas Mongo is a lot more flexible. Mongo can make those changes a lot more fast and a lot easier, because documents are all it doesn't have really any connections anywhere, and it can be a lot more easy to handle a large amount of changes at a certain time, because with Postgres you have to always define your schema, um and it's a lot harder to make changes, like a lot harder to make updates to your tables. I kind of noticed that, especially when I was doing the updates. I found it a bit more harder to do on Postgres than Mongo, because Mongo actually uses JavaScript. You can use kind of like JavaScript and stuff. It's a lot more native. And yeah, I just felt overall Mongo was slightly better, but then again, it does depend on what you use it for. Mongo can be used better in certain situations, and Postgres can be used better in other situations. I think like services like Google and stuff, they'd use Mongo more. So the main difference here, like I've put down, you can see Postgres uses tables, rows, and columns. So it displays things in tables, rows, and columns, and that's how it stores the data, whereas Mongo stores things in collections, in documents, and then inside the documents there's fields. I preferred the collection document field for this CA at least, because it was just a lot easier to do. It looked a lot nicer when you actually displayed your code. Whereas table, row, and column, it doesn't really scale well. I didn't really like it that much. Yeah, but that's pretty much everything I can go through. I don't really know if there's anything else to say. Yeah. Okay, so that's everything. So thanks for listening.